courtyard is cool beneath the blanket of night, the air carrying a gentle Christmas with every breath. Lantern light flickers warmly across the gathering. All around the familiar faces of all those that you had seen that day. Content with a job well done, you drink in that atmosphere and enjoy the party. The energy in the courtyard stirs as Lillian steps forward, pulling along a massive object hidden beneath a heavy cloth. A hush ripples through the crowd, curiosity sparking in every whisper as the guests watch intently. Hello, everyone! Hello! Hello! I'm glad you could all make it. Welcome to the village's first, and probably last, ever party hosted by me, your chief! Whoa! Whoa! Before anything else, I'd like to thank my assistant for today. Without their help, none of this would have come together. Let's hear it for them! You look around at the warm smiles of all your friends. I hope you have been enjoying all the food and drink. It's great, right? All paid for by the town treasury. So to be honest, I have no idea what the money was supposed to be used for. Yay! But I have one more surprise that I have prepared for everyone. Wow! Whoa! Some of you may know that we have a little bit of a monster problem at the moment. So, to find a solution, like a responsible village chief, I ended up going through some old dragon relics and books. In those, I discovered an amazing ancient ability called Team Effort that gives me additional consumable damage per active minion. Pretty cool, right? Pretty snazzy ability. Which works out perfectly for me, since as the village chief, everyone here is basically my minion. Or close enough, right? Right? Of course, for this ancient ability, I have prepared only the best. Come take a look at my most recent purchase. Lillian removes the thick fabric dramatically to reveal a giant firework. It's so shiny. Everyone glances around nervously, eyes wide. That is one massive firework. Alright! Let's do this! Alright! 3, 2, 1, go! Wow! That actually worked perfectly? Why are you surprised? I mean, of course it worked perfectly! Have I ever led you guys astray? Well, thank you for everything, guys. I couldn't have done it without your help. I hope you had fun too. Now that our monster problem has been dealt with, you know what it's time to do? Time to party! Whoa! Whoa! The party returns to full swing, laughter and music spilling into the night as the village has one more thing to celebrate. Wow! Okay, welcome to the after party, guys! Wow, hooray! Event is over! Congratulations on getting the good end! I'm so glad you guys didn't get the bad end. Can you guys guess what the bad end would have been? Take a wild guess about what the bad end would have been. Yeah! Okay, hold up. Let's go back into the Discord. See if anyone wants to say it. It's at 2073. Thank you for dealing with all the scarf on the first time I tried. Wow! I didn't mean to expose you like that. A little bit. You're on stream now. Chill. It's alright. I'll wait. Do you want to speak to chat? I'll turn on your volume. I'll move your Yugi over too.
Yeah, this is a very unfortunate.
You can go on this tree here. Well, yeah, you guys they got 73.1. That surprisingly really close to the bonus end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The bad end. Everyone points and laughs at us. The bad end, you guys were holding poop. I think that is a bad end in its own right.
It's unfortunate enough. I say it counts.
Unfortunate enough. Looks like a monkey. Yeah! So this is our trial event. I would call this event the scope creep over sweating sensual. Oh, I should show off. So for those that don't know, I worked on a lot of the graphic design for everything, and then Neg helped build the program, and I think you guys should take a look at what it looks like because it's so cool.
Yeah. I did nothing. I'm just here because I just stayed in the VC.
Yeah, no, everyone was hanging out with each other. It was really cute.
We were all doing a watch party.
Exactly, we were doing a watch party. Everyone was working on their part. I would say, at least for Neg, I think I can speak for everyone. I feel like most people finished everything within the last 24 hours. I think most stuff was done within the last 24 hours.
I finished like all of my stuff, but I put it all in OBS today.
Hold on, I'm trying to open it up. Okay, I will show you guys how this program works and what we built. This is the time where I'm going to nerd out. Neg and I were so proud of the bar and the program in itself that we forgot to do our own story parts. So everything was drawn and made within the last 24 hours. We both like slept 3 hours. I called her on the phone in the morning after 3 hours of sleep to be like, oh, you gotta get up too. You gotta get up too.
The entire like VC chat is just sound effects and music folders and stuff. Because it was basically a work party as well.
Arisa has such good like what's it called? Supplies, that's not the word. Assets and things, right? Sound effects.
Yeah.
Every single time we were like, I really need something.
I really need a shop bell dinging sound. And I was like, I got you. I know when I used that last. That's the benefit of being a VTuber shorts editor before I was a VTuber. I still have my stash.
Yeah. Okay, let me try and... source. Add browser source. I'll just make a new account. I was trying to use my other browser, but I can't remember what my login details are. There's a login, but it doesn't really matter. But it does matter in its own way. Hold on. Oh, wait, that kind of worked. That kind of worked. Oh, yeah, that worked. I don't know why that worked, but I'm not gonna question it.
If it works, it works. If it works, it works.
If it works, it works. Window. Chrome. This one. Wow, it's a big. Hold up, guys. So welcome to our dashboard. Whoa, doesn't it seem so fancy? So fancy. It sounded more like the last 8 hours than the last 24 hours. We had other commitments to work on. It was fun really following the rates. Everyone did. It was so funny. There were so many good highlights. Everyone did such an amazing job. I'm so honored that everyone decided to participate in my crazy idea.
It was so fun. Thank you for hosting it.
Of course, thank you for being here. The dashboard was so fancy, for real.
It is. It's so pretty.
You made the entire this? Yeah. So I worked on all the graphic design, and the animations are actually WebM videos because they're transparent and it goes on top. So if you click on this one, it's it leads you to the browser source, and this one you overlay because it appears transparent in OBS. Fancy, a little fancy, right? Well, maybe I should copy that just in case you guys try and log in. Yeah. So basically, we future-proof this a lot, so we can just swap things out if we ever want to do a similar event in future. Originally, there was point loss from bad and point loss from awful, but we ended up removing that because negative points would make it a lot harder. And I really wanted you guys not to get the bad end. Should I reveal the bad end? Might as well just reveal the bad end, because what happens is you just explode. After the explosion goes off. Oh, well, let's go visit the bad end.
The sound effect for?
No, this is a different one. That sound effect was for like the actual explosion with the reaction image, right? Yeah. So this was the this is what would have happened if you get the bad end. That's
amazing.
That's it. After the bomb goes off, the monster dies, everyone reacts, and then BAM! You're dead.
It's beautiful.
What about the bonus ending? You don't get the bonus ending. I will... Honestly, I was pretty kind of happy that you guys didn't get the bonus ending because it was like a full artwork of everyone, and I am not 100% happy with it. So I will post that at a later date, probably once I finish it up a little bit more. Yeah. Oh yeah, I do a lot of the art for this event as well. I'll post the reaction image though, because I'm pretty proud of that. I did that in like, I think,
so good.
2 hours. I was asking everyone too, I'm like, how tall are you? Okay. Okay. You're gonna get the bonus plot. Luck and bad luck. We all just die? Yeah, that's why it's called a bad ending. This game is still better. I think that was on a few stuff. Because a lot of us set it up early, so I think the bar got stuck a few times, but you just need to clear the cache on the browser source, but I don't know how to circumvent. What's the word? How to avoid that?
I think both of those work.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So we have a good end threshold because some people have more questions than others. So that will, this is how many like total possible points you have, and then it scales based on that. So everyone kind of has like participates. Everything's fair, you know. To debug it, yeah.
Are you guys doing the after party?
Yeah, you want to join for the after party?
Oh, hi.
Welcome.
You want to know it out? Explain your process. Explain how you create everything. Big claps for an egg.
Hi, hello.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Explain.
Wait, what am I explaining right now? I just hopped in the VC. Huh?
I went back to the landing a little.
Huh? Huh?
Oh.
Oh, huh?
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 Huh? Explain your thought process for building this. Actually, you ended
You're
up doing
showing
a
them the website? No, it's so full of bugs! It's so
It's good! It's good!
That would have worked great though.
Okay,
Yeah.
my thought process. Oh my
Yeah.
god, I
Because
didn't
you built it
expect-
differently than like what I explained. Because I was doing a really basic build when I
Okay.
pitched it, right, originally.
Okay, so my thought process was, so... Hello, I am Nignasu, the head website developer, programmer, and the only one. So, yes, I am unemployed. How could you tell?
You've said this statement so many times for these last few days.
I know, it's when everyone says nice things to me. They're like, wow, you made this.
Yeah.
Okay. So my thought process for this website was, so the specs that Lillian gave me for this website was, 1, she needed a way for people to put their polls in, right? And 2, she needed the polls to react to the reactive bar, and it needed to be connected to everyone. And so, you know, when you first accept a project like that, you're kind of like, oh yeah, this is really simple. Yeah, this is really simple. Yeah, I could make a website for that in like 2 days. No worries. And then you start realizing some things. Wait a second. But how can you make it so that everyone's affecting the bar an equal amount? And wait a second, what if people have branching paths? And wait a second, what if people need to edit their polls? And wait a second, how do they connect the polls to each other? And wait a second, how are you supposed to set things as prerequisites to each other? So what I used here was a library called React Flow to make the poll timeline. And the timeline just shows you how the polls are connected. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can have branching paths and stuff, so it's quite... I don't think it... Who had the most complicated storyline? I think everyone built it, didn't you... set it up all of them in here? Was it Yui? Yui had a very organized one. Yui's was
Yeah,
very
I think it was Yui. Yui had one that branched a lot. Yeah, like this one. So if you hover the choices on Yui's one, it goes down 3 different paths, right? Based on whichever choice. Yeah. So it's something like that. So a feature that wasn't shown because I think it was broken was the prerequisite feature, where it'll lock a poll behind a previous poll. But so you know how one choice goes from one poll to either 1, 2, or 3, right? Branching on choices. But what if 2 polls ago you made a choice and you want to lock a poll behind the choice you made 2 polls ago? And so that's the prerequisite feature that didn't show up. And I don't know why I thought we needed it for a 25-minute segment. I don't know why, but like, I also included that.
Yeah. Do the polls of the application interact with YouTube, or do the options and choices need to be manually passed? Oh, so we had a run polls thing, right? So your polls would come in here, and then you just click, and it'll run over here. Oh, I'll just reset it. Oh wait, no, do I? Yeah,
Yeah, don't worry about it. You can reset it. Yeah.
So it will appear here in the order that it goes into the path, and then you would just click it.
And as you can see, the reactive bar reacts. Yeah.
Yeah, animation.
Yeah.
We couldn't get it to interact with YouTube because YouTube API is notoriously really buggy and bad. Slow? I don't know how many negative words I could use to describe it. But it's not
It's
as
to the
good.
degree that you can't even get alerts for when you get a raid, so you just have to be looking at the right time. That's what YouTube's API looks like.
Exactly. honestly, this would probably be easy to build on Twitch. One other thing is, I didn't realize until later on, like, someone told me. Originally, my plan was maybe we could just, like, have someone, or me, basically, sit in, and set up everyone's polls onto the YouTube at least, so they don't have to, type everything out, right? So, since we have everyone's timelines and I had access to everyone's timelines and I could check them. But unfortunately, I didn't realize only the channel owner on YouTube can make polls. I believe. And so we couldn't even do that, but we worked out different ways around that, I think. Who was it?
I think I got a good way of doing it next time.
People just opened up like multiple tabs of their own stream and just queued them all up. Just have like 6 of your own streams open. Edit level mods? Yeah, like really, really high level mods, I think.
I think next time if we do this, I might base it on like I might have a bot that's just sitting in the chat that's like and just have everybody spam the answer they want.
That works
in
too.
Chat.
It's just easier for polls because you can see like because we had actually some pretty close polls, I think. The Rock. The Rock.
Yeah, Rock was so 50-50 for so long, and I thought that I didn't even leave enough time for it to be processed because I thought the other decisions would take like much longer. So I left much more time in like the waiting scene because I pre-recorded mine because I knew I would be too buggy if I tried to just do it normal. So I pre-recorded it and I left like a buffer time for how long I thought it would take to vote. And I knew Rock was gonna win, but I didn't know it would take so long for it to win.
Yeah.
So it was so 50-50 for so long.
Rock was growing as people go impatient. You can't even change your vote on YouTube though, right? I don't think you can. That's it.
Not that I know
Hi,
of.
Allison! Yo, hi, yo! Welcome! Hello, yes, we're having the after party right now. We're being nerds and talking about it. But yeah, for everyone's slides themselves, they were built in PowerPoint and magenta screen down. I personally use magenta. I think some people use purple as well.
Oh yeah, Lillian was so big brain. Like she shared her slides with me. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna.
But yeah, I'm glad that worked. There was some parts because it was like slightly more transparent, so you can see behind it that it looked a little goofy. But overall, it worked. I also put most of my videos and like random clips in OBS directly, so they could play. But you can PowerPoint is great because you can add sound effects and things as well, so it's like a lot less to think about, and you can add speaker notes.
I'm getting summoned by my
Okay,
mother.
thanks for dropping by.
Okay, I'm sorry that I couldn't stay for longer.
Thanks for
I'm so
dropping
happy
by.
that you invited us to this event, and I want to do it again. Please do it again. I spent my blood, sweat, and tears on the website. We have to do this again.
Yeah, we gotta do this again. Yes.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Bye.
I think this has been in the works since I had the idea around January, but it took a while. To
I can
figure
see
out
why.
a
Oh, I got
plot.
sent again.
Originally, I had like a really dramatic story. I think it was, but it got really depressing. It's like Toka's had like in her past, she had the issue where the story kept on getting depressing. That was me. So I was like, no, I gotta make it more chill. I gotta make it more, like less serious, especially for a trial run, right? The stakes have to be lower. So I'm so glad I went for the comedic route because everyone is so funny.
Yeah, it was so good. Like, oh, can I tell a little behind the scenes story?
Go ahead.
So the Village TM name from Hiyori's bit was a joke we made in VC about 20 minutes before she put it in, before her part went live. Like there were so many like comedic bits that happened just in the call while we were like doing setup and work stuff that just carried over because people were still working on stuff and threw it in last minute.
Exactly. Yeah.
It was great.
Because she popped into VC and was like, oh, question, what's the village called? I'm like, oh, I don't think I ever named it. You can do whatever you want. And she was like, bet! Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
great.
I was telling Arisa during her part because she did warn us that if they do choose to throw the rock, it could end pretty early and shorten because I think at a certain point we were running behind schedule, then we were running ahead of schedule, and it was like, oh, okay. But yeah, we knew this was happening. But me and Bossy were in the VC and we were finishing our stuff and watching along. We saw the vote, and Bossy immediately clicked on like throw rock. It's like rock, 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 rock. And I looked up from like my drawing tablet and was like, hold on, didn't Arisa say that would end things pretty much immediately? And Bossy was like, what? Oh yeah, she did. And then I was like, don't worry, I'll offset your vote. And then we were all good because rock wasn't winning. And then we watched as the vote got more even and more even. And at a certain point, I was like, I don't think, I think they're gonna throw the rock. And Bossy was like, I gotta go set up my stream. Goodbye. It was so funny.
On the plus side, they chose to heal me after they threw the rock. It could have ended even faster.
Wait, what happened if they, what? You just die?
Oh wait, I can show you. Hold on.
You don't even make it to the party. You don't even make it to the party.
Oh no, I make it to the party. I had 3 different ending possibilities. It was like a good ending, a neutral ending, and a bad ending. But technically it was like a good ending, a very good ending, a good ending, and a neutral ending because of like the point distribution. But you know, realistically, it was a good ending, a neutral ending, and a bad ending. Good ending was wait patiently both times, which is the maximum number of points you can get, and it would result in just having a nice conversation and getting the invitation, and
Wouldn't that be lovely? Wouldn't that be a nice story to have?
And it would have added like an extra 3 minutes of dialogue to the scene. But I knew that Rock was gonna get chosen, so Rock had 2 different branching paths afterwards. Like if you'd just chosen to wait patiently, that was the ending. That was the good ending. But Rock had 2 different branching paths, which was heal me or steal from me. Heal me was about like an extra minute of dialogue, which is the one that, you know, you got. And then steal from me just gives you like a FNAF jump scare where I pop up in front of the thing and then knock you unconscious. And then there's just a black screen for about 2 minutes. And then you just get like a sentence of dialogue that says, that's about as bad as this could have possibly gone, but the invitation you brought along is gone, so you guess she's coming, and that's just where it would have ended. And that was it.
I'm glad everyone made it to the party in one piece. Actually, I think, well, I'll talk about it, but the bonus ending was supposed to be me retiring and passing chat and making them the new village chief. So I think with the decisions they made, it would have been really, really questionable if they did become the village chief. With their poopy hands.
Oh no, that was so funny. Bossy's section was one of my favorites of the day.
Yeah, it was so good. Well, that was the event. So thank you everyone for participating in a village story. This was like a kind of a test run. Thank you for doing all the stuff. I'm glad that we survived. We all survived, and we had a great party, and we destroyed all the monsters.
Yippee!
Yeah. I don't really have any other closing statements. Do you have anything else to add?
My brain just went empty.
Yeah, right. Thank you for all the cool VTubers who honored me with their presence. Spent time working on this project. Yeah, I had a lot of fun, and I'm very proud of everyone about how it turned out. Yeah. Okay. Toka is streaming, so let's go right into her. I hope you guys all had a great time, and I'll see you next time. Make sure you check out all the participants and drop them on what platform on YouTube. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Arisa, for hanging out with the Afterparty for me.
Yeah, thank you for having
bye,
me.
Lens, bye, Lion, bye, Trouble, bye, Fernando, bye, Harriet, bye, Atsukatsuchi, bye, Analytics, bye, Lightness, bye, Limes, bye, Bossy Gray, bye, Tonki, bye, Fubuki, bye, Bye. See you next time! I don't have an ending thing. I'll just go back to the good end. You guys can sit and contemplate your good ending. Goodbye!